Hello, welcome back to the Off-Grid family. Today I've invented the invention that's going to make me all the money in the world. I don't think anyone's made it yet, but look at it. It allows you to touch devices a long way away. I'm going to call it the Thing-Longerer.
I call it the Thing-Longer.
Damn it. Okay, genuinely now, I think I've done it. I actually think I've bought some actual cheap bone conductive headset. I think it's actual bone conductive, not just speakers in your ears or around your ears. I think I've done it. Let's have a look, shall we? Right, this is the type I keep accidentally buying when looking for bone conductive headsets, and they're designed to look like them, but if you have a look, the speaker there is literally just a speaker. So your ear's here and you hear it because it's a speaker, and that's how ears work. But that's not what we wanted. So this one looks more like the thing we want. Now I'll zoom in on this and we'll have a closer look at the box first. Right, first off, it is saying bone conductive headset, so fingers crossed. This has got an MP3 player built in, so how redundant is that? If it does actually have a place for an SD card and stuff, I think that's very, very 2010. I've got an actual headset upstairs that's a built-in MP3 player, and it seems a bit weird. This has an IPX8 rating. That's ingress protection. X means, well, the X would be a number, and that's for dust protection. And then the 8 is for water protection. Now, X, I believe, means nothing. It hasn't been tested against that. So, dust, it allows dust in, or they don't know. But 8 on that one says it's waterproof to 1 meter or more. But check the manufacturer's guides on that. But it's at least 1 meter. So the IP, ingress protection, the first digit would be how much dust protection it gives, and then the second digit is how much water protection. Anyway, let's have a look inside. Oh, it must be cool. It's got a black and white photo. Okay, that's the headset. Happy days. I'm assuming there's going to be some blurb in it. Yes. Okay. Well, this definitely isn't new. Let's have a quick look at this. Okay, so something that's different is it's got built-in memory rather than, you put your own memory card in. So that's not too bad. I quite like that because I do listen to audiobooks quite often. But I still probably won't use that function, to be honest. Okay, so this is stating that you can actually swim with it. You can't just put it on and swim. If you know how to swim, you can go swimming with it on. Just make sure that the USB plug is tightly covered. Okay, let's get it out and have a look. Okay, the first thing I notice, there doesn't seem to be a speaker here. That is a very good sign. Right, I think it's about time we try them on. Okay, first test. I haven't turned it on yet, but I'd just like to see what it feels like. Feels quite comfortable. Hope my ears are clean. Yeah, it feels comfortable. It's not very tight on the ears, and I know that the tighter the better, really. But I'm going to turn it on and see how easy it connects to my phone. Which side are the buttons here? Oh, the buttons are quite easy to recognise. The other ones I've got, the other headphones I've got, the buttons are very hard to distinguish what's what, so I believe that's on. Okay, so now let's... On my phone, it says Q1 is an available device. Clicked it. And nothing's... Oh, allow it says pair. There you go. And now it's connected, but it sounds very distorted. But let's have a look. I'm going to move them around for a minute and get comfortable and see if it will change the sound. Sorry, I got watching our video. Very funny video. If you haven't seen it, it's the 300th video, and extremely hilarious. I love that episode. Some of the funniest things that have happened on this channel in that episode. Oh, quickly, if you haven't liked or subscribed, please do. Right, I'm going to go off. I'm going to have a little listen to this and test it out. And I'll be back and we'll have a proper discussion about how good it is or bad or whatever. Back soon. So I've gone away and I've done a few things, a few tests. Number one, I phoned Crystal and had a chat with her. First part of that, the sound quality was really good. There was a couple of breaks in it during the conversation where she couldn't hear me and I couldn't hear her, but it wasn't anything major. It was like literally about a second possibly. Now a lot of the headphones, and I've tested a hell of a lot of these headphones, for some reason the Bluetooth will just cut out intermittently ever so often for no apparent reason. Now this isn't just my phone. I've had multiple phones in the time I've been trying to find the best headset in the world for my purposes. So it was much better than usual. And one thing that I always find with Bluetooth headsets that are for music and for, like, they've got a microphone on them, either you sound like you're in a swimming pool and people can't hear you, it sounds like you're underwater and they're a bit like, what's going on, I can't really hear you, or there's such a delay in it that you're talking to them, they start talking to you and then you go, oh sorry, you first, and by then they've said you first, and then there's just hours of silence and people trying to go, etc. So I had none of that. The sound quality was very good, both ways. She could hear me very well and I could hear her very well, and there was no delay in it. I got her to count down from 3 to 1 and then count back up, and I was going to count with her, and there was no delay in us counting together, so that was a really good sign. And then I thought, well, actually, I always listen to audiobooks, so I'm a bit biased in what I'm trying to get from my audio system, from like my headsets. But I thought, well, actually, some people are going to be wanting to listen to music, and the one place that most headsets let them down is the bass. There's a lot of treble in them, but when you put bass on, it's very tinny, very horrible. This one is not. This one's got a very nice bass balance, and it was actually quite comfortable to listen to, and quite nice to listen to. So it's actually, I think, all round quite a nice headset. I'm going to go around the house now for a bit and just do my own thing, listening to my audio. And if I come across any problems, I'll be back to tell you. And I'll see you in a little while. Right, I've sat down for most of the time listening to audio and watching some YouTube. And the sound quality is superior compared to any of the other things I've bought in the past. There seems to be no difference from... Well, it's actually a better speaker than my phone, to be honest. It feels more... how do I explain it? It does feel like more like headphones, you know, that immersive experience that you get from headphones that you don't get from sort of like a normal set of speakers. And because it is in your head, you can hear it, you know, if I press play now, you'll be able to hear it too. But because there is that vibration going into your head as well, there is a lot more of an immersive kind of feel. But I'm actually really over the moon with these. These are probably the ones I'm after. These seem to work really well, so I'm going to put them on charge, and these will be my new everyday carry kind of ones. I may even add some audio to them, but I'm going to have to look how to do that. I'd assume it's plugging it in, and I'd assume it's relatively simple to copy over like you would an SD card. Let me just have a quick look. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. The big button in the middle is a multi-function button which does on and off, but it also does play and pause. But then if you double press it, it will switch to local songs or back to Bluetooth. So obviously, when you're from the sounds of it, when you're listening to whatever you've got downloaded into it, it won't work as a Bluetooth headset. However, when you want to charge it, you can just charge like normal, even plugging it into the computer. But if you press down the middle button, the same one, long press, it will automatically connect as a USB stick of some kind, and then you can just copy your stuff off. I'm not 100% sure whether I would use that. It's not something. I've got it all on my phone, is what I'm trying to say. I've got access to all the things I'd listen to on my phone. It might be helpful if I was to go camping, and then I could be listening to my audio and not drain the battery of my phone. Although just having my phone on, listening to audio through a Bluetooth headset is just the same as having it on and doing nothing. So, but it's an option. Some people might want to go for a run and not take a phone, and as it says, you can actually swim in these. I don't know whether I trust going swimming in them. but they say they are designed for swimming. So, you know, who knows? I'm very skeptical when it comes to waterproof things, especially things that are not the most expensive. And that's not being like snobby, that is just saying, you know, you buy a lot of Chinese stuff that claims that it can do this, that and the other and fly you to the moon and so on, and you get it and it's cheap plastic that breaks, you know, in your hand immediately. So I'm not sure how much I trust it, and because I like the sound of these, I'm not going to be testing them either. You know, I ain't shoving my head in a bowl of water for anyone. But yeah, I really like them. It is a generic headset. I tried looking for a sort of name that you could search, but it just says sports headphone, wind and rain can accompany, and then that. So waterproof bone conductive headset, built-in 8 gig memory. So you might be able to find it. Hopefully you can. But I recommend them so far. You know, I've had no problems with them. I've only used them for a few hours, but they seem really good. I'm really impressed with them. Hope that's helped some of you out there make a decision on a headset. And if you haven't liked to subscribe, please do. And I will see you again next week. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. Bye for now.